It's the place to run to. Book a session, come through. Live performance podcast, whatever you
Get into it. Nesha Nycee said twice the queen. Back with another episode of the Morning Flavor, baby. Are you starting off your morning with flavor? Huh? Because if not, you are starting it off flavorless. Are you starting off your morning with gratitude? Huh? Because if not, you are starting it off with ungratefulness, baby. You feel me? Y'all know how I do. Let me get into a rap. You feel me? Some mornings I'm gonna get into some words of wisdom, but this morning I'm gonna get into some bars, baby, because y'all know I'm an artist first. Listen, you ain't gotta like me, just respect it. This is what I represent and everything else is separate. I'ma slide on them, no electric. It's a mess in the middle of the message. It's a mess in the middle of the message, y'all. How do you spell message? You can't spell message without mess. I want y'all to understand it's gonna be some things that you're gonna go through in your life. And it may feel like, where is the message in the middle of this mess, or vice versa? It's a message going on right now, but I feel like everything is a mess, baby. I want you to understand that that is a test, and you need to ace it, baby. Okay, so pull out your number 2 pencil. Listen, baby. Woo! I hope y'all lit in your kitchen. I hope you lit in your shower, your bathroom, wherever you at, on your way to work, wherever you at, baby. I need you to be feeling good. I need you to be feeling great. This is, listen. Don't come here if you're not ready to be lit with me, baby, okay? I want y'all to understand, I have a king, I have a legend. You can't talk about London without talking about this king. You can't talk about Brixton without talking about this king. You feel me? I have the one and only JaJa Soze. Welcome to the show. Woo!
Yeah. Much love.
King, bless. How you feeling? Let the people know how you feeling this morning. Let's start right there.
I'm feeling good, Yeah, man. Good vibes. Had a good morning. Good meetings. Yeah, progressive.
Yes. Listen, first of all, this man said, I hit the ground running. I started off my morning with a meeting. Okay. Some of y'all is still trying to wipe the crust out your eyes, baby. This man that left a whole meeting. So salute you for that meeting, King. Listen, I know Google has a lot of information about you, King. So I want to just read what Google has about you, and then I want you to get into you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So let's talk about what Google has, okay? JaJa Soze was the leader and the founder of the PDC, okay? Which was a street gang based in Brixton, London, mainly the Angeltown estate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, during the 1990s. They were the largest and most prominent gang in the SW9 postcode. You were involved in a lot of different things, okay, which will lead to one's imagination. We ain't got to get into those things. You see what I'm saying? But that's just the gist of what Google gave me. And then I want you to give me you. Give me your story, your rendition of it, King.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, I came up with the, sorry. So I came up with the PDC kind of concept. It was a street crew. I always talk about this, so I have to, it goes over my head sometimes. So, we kind of started off heavily on the UK streets, street culture. A lot of it was, we was like Jamaican and American, very influenced. Yeah, so, and yeah, we kind of done our thing with it on the streets of the UK from at a time when the UK was very, on the music side, it was very pop, a lot of pop going on, and yeah, we kind of brought that raw street estate element. So in America, they have projects. Over here, we have estates, counts. So we have council estates. Yeah, so we have council estates. So we grew up on council estates, and council estates, like the projects, everyone mushed together, like
right.
Everyone living close together. Doors are right next to each other, and that's kind of how we grew up. And yeah, we just kind of used what we had around us at the time to make the best of
absolutely,
life. Yeah.
Absolutely. Got it out the mud for real, King.
Yeah. And that was the hustle. And yeah, we just in between that hustle, end up in prison. And then I think in America, they always think that London's very like tea, biscuits and everything.
Right, Queen Elizabeth, right.
Yeah, and then they don't understand that even the people over here, we don't even deal with that stuff. I'm saying there's guys in the hood that haven't been to Buckingham Palace. They don't even know what that is. They don't deal with that side of things. Yeah, so there's a whole nother world that the world that doesn't get to see. Now it's kind of more coming out, so they're kind of seeing that there's people going on and doing things. So a lot of our parents were from Jamaica, the Jamaican background. So we've always had that kind of like raw kind of upbringing.
Upbringing, understood.
I'm saying? So that's kind of like what influenced us the most. And then obviously visually, seeing influenced by America visually, I'm saying to you. So that kind of both kind of influenced a lot of the UK underground scene at that time. And yeah, we kind of like was the face of it. Yeah, so PDC was like the face of it at that time. And yeah, so yeah, that was a PDC movement.
Wow. History, historical, King. You know what I mean? Legendary. And then let's get into the different meanings of PDC because you had a few of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pray Day Exchange, Public Demand Cartel, Poverty-Driven Children, Pilgrim Crew were all descriptions of PDC, okay? So was it you or others that recreated its meaning during its evolution?
Yeah, so the first one was Peel Them Crew. So
Okay.
that over here, that's like a Jamaican patois term, peel them, like robbing, like take from. So that was like a Jamaica patois term, and a lot of the older guys kind of was doing a lot of stuff on the streets, and that was kind of the first name. That was the Peel Them Crew. And then as time got on, and we started, more people started becoming a part of the movement. I started adding on different phrases to it. I started looking at how we was living in our environment. And that's where poverty-driven children, we all had something in common. Yeah, so that was like a main thing we had in common. So that's where poverty-driven children come in. And then we had poverty-driven children, pray days change, because a lot of us we're praying our days changed. A lot of us grew up with the same as a lot of projects and estates around the world.
Yes.
Drugs.
Yes.
Shootings, single mums, the same story. It was the same, it's the same thing. So we was a lot of us praying that the days change for us and we can do something more progressive. So that's what a lot of the names was kind of represented. What we was doing.
Wait a minute, hold on, because I just want y'all to understand the evolution, okay, that this king went through, not only by himself, but with his people, okay? It went from peel them, wait a minute now, we may need to run up on you, okay, till we are praying that these days change. We don't always want to live like this. We don't always want to have to be in poverty-stricken environments. We actually want better for ourselves because we are royal.
Exactly.
It's in our DNA, baby, and this king knew that. He said, I'm not settling for this. This is just going to be the platform that which I'm going to grow from. So King, I am proud of you.
Respect,
that's admirable. What?
Yeah, that's what we have to do, man, because we can't stay stuck. We've always had that vision of moving forward and not being afraid to use what we have. Sometimes we don't utilize what we have and we always think that we need things outside. And I'm saying, no, we have all the tools we need right here. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of the basis of what I had always had in my head, the vision. Not everyone understood it, but that was a vision that was in my head, that we have the tools that we need to get out of here right in front of us. We just need to organize it, structure it, and put together, package it right. And that was that's always been kind of my vision in my head all the time,
Yeah, so you've always been a businessman.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Yeah. You know what I mean? How can we take our journey? How can we package it up? And how can we inspire the world? So many people think it's just okay with just hustling on the streets and being an example to the young girls and boys there and not being the right example. Hustling on the streets, somebody watching that, not knowing the background of it, so they hustle, and then all of a sudden they're dead or whatever the situation is. You said, no, I'm doing it different. Woo! So that old era seems to be, again, the PDC and the different things that it stood for. I understand that a book came out of that, okay, called The Street Boys. You see what I'm saying? So how did that come about?
So The Street Boys, I think at the time, what was we doing? There was a lot of bad press about us in the newspapers and on the news due to like a lot of the activities that we was doing at the time, and some other of my friends, and I was getting caught up in a lot of stuff at the time, and our name was, like in the UK, it was really big. So it was very negative though at the time, but it was we had a lot of hype around our name. And a guy called Tim Pritchard, he saw us on the news. He saw them talking about us on the news, like this big crew from South London, and they're having a big influence on the streets, music, culture, fashion, everything. They got a big influence. And he approached me and was like, I would like to do a book with you lot.
Wow.
At the time though, I was like, nah, we don't do books. I was kind of still in the ignorant. I was halfway between ignorance and progressive. So yeah, I was in that state of mind. And at first I was like, nah, we don't do books. And then we started chatting and he kind of like sold me the vision and showed me and kind of educated me on the book world and how it works. And I said, okay, you know what, let's do this. And we've done Streetwise and that was a huge success. I've done a big tour around it. I went to like it brought me to a new platform of people that didn't have access to before.
Wow.
Yeah, so I went to a lot of like universities, colleges and around the whole UK traveling. I went over to Paris. I went to a lot of places that I wouldn't, a different audience.
Yes,
different audience of people. So it kind of brought us out into a whole new world. And yeah, it was a good vibe. And
wow.
Good. Yeah.
Wow, that's such a blessing. And I want to shout out that king that came to you and saw it in you, even before you saw it yourself. Oh man, I'm still in the streets. I don't the book thing. But he said, wait a minute. No, you have a story. Let's package this. And let's get this out to the rest of the world. Like you said, you didn't even have access to those certain audiences. Now you do, King. So I just want to salute him and I want to salute you for believing in yourself because I know sometimes we don't see it and somebody else will see it. And sometimes, you know, like you said, we'll be ignorant to the fact like, is that for me? But you stepped out on that chance and look at you now, King. Don't play with this, King. Huh? Zoom in at home right now and get into this king. This is a king right here. Woo!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that was a journey for the book. It was like, it was a blessing. And it kind of like, and the book also got sent to a lot of the prison libraries. So because they done that, that was a major thing. And so you had all the inmates and the prisoners and coming out. That kind of inspired a lot of people because they used to come out and they'd be like, yo, I read your book. I'm like, yo, like, just came out. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, it was in the library. I was like, whoa. And we inspired like thousands of young people that was in the prison at the same time because they read the story and saw that the story was also about change. Because my vision was always about changing and redirecting the energy. So that was helping them say, you know what can I use around me? Some people say, you know what, even though I'm doing like bad stuff and I've got into a little negative vibe, I can do haircuts, I can cut hair. So when I come out, maybe I should try to utilize that side. So the book was showing that even though we have a lot of negativity around us, we can still transform that and transferable skills into something else.
Yes.
And that's what the aim was. Yeah. So a lot of people was inspired by that message and that helped loads of people. Yeah. So that.
Wow, y'all. He didn't say the book is sitting on the coffee table at my homeboy such and such house. He said the book is in prison libraries. Do you understand how big that is? Do you understand how massive that is? To be in the correctional facilities where people need guidance. They need to be able to hear somebody's story. They need to be able to relate to something. Some people are lost. They don't even feel like they can make it beyond the four walls of the prison, of being incarcerated. King, wait a minute. Woo, 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 woo. Ah! Huh? What? Oh my goodness. Woo! King, you got me lit up over here like a campfire. You hear what I'm saying? Because that's what it's about, baby. You hear what I'm saying? When it's time for you to transcend past this realm, because obviously none of us will be here forever, I'm already hearing your legacy. I can already hear it. I already see the books. I already see the monuments, the statues. I see it, King. You've worked for that and you deserve it. What? It's about giving your people their flowers. Here are yours. You feel me? Huh? Y'all, don't play with us. Woo! Oh, my goodness. So was there ever a time in your life that you feared for your life? And what was that turning point? Let's talk about that.
There was. Do you know what? I think there was a time when I feared for my life. I think there was a time when we were just on the road and there was like a lot of stuff going on and a lot of street beefs and all that. And I think one of the main times I ride motorbikes. I love motorbikes. I'm a bike rider. I love all that. So there was one time I had a bad motorbike crash. I had a big police chase, helicopters and whatnot. And I had a really bad motorbike crash. Yeah, so
was it the OJ with the Bronco? Everybody, oh my God, don't play with this kid.
Yeah, so I had a really, it was like we had a big police chase on my motorbike, and I had a crash, and so that I could have died that day. So that was kind of a big turning point for me in the hospital. I was like, you know what wake up in the hospital, handcuffed to the bed. And I think, then I think I got arrested as well for murder as well at the same time. So it's like 2 things at once. Like I could have nearly died, and then I woke up and I got arrested for attempted murder and murder. So it's like, you know what? That kind of was a kind of time where I thought, after that happened, around a week later, I was in my house and I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is kind of getting a bit too much now. Like, I need to do something. Let me try and work more, because at that time I was like halfway on the streets and halfway in progressive doing something. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I need to move more into the progressive kind of light, and kind of like, I've done this now. I've been in there for how long? Let me kind of make a transformation and move over to the other side. And that was kind of that point there where I said, you know what? I'm gonna move forward, do something much better. And that was kind of, I think that was the day, you know, when you say, okay, yeah, that's me, that's it. I'm gonna start just doing the business side more.
Yes.
Yeah, like that was me. I say, you know, I'm gonna go for this money and go for this progress and start building platforms. And that was the moment I kind of said, yeah, I'm done with kind of like running around.
Yes.
Like, that was kind of,
Wow. What? Are you at home inspired? Huh? If not, you must got your volume down. It must be on mute, y'all, because listen to what this king is saying, y'all, and please learn from this so you don't make the same mistakes. This king said he was spiraling downhill, y'all. The man was on a high-speed chase, y'all. We only see them type of things on movies. Huh? He was on a high-speed chase. Everybody was behind him. Helicopters. The army was in the tanks. You see what I'm saying? This king had a lot going on. Almost lost his life. I'm so glad he's still here with us. And then on top of that, almost losing his life, waking up, being handcuffed to the bed, y'all. Come on. This is a movie right now, being handcuffed to the bed. And then getting information that he had some charges from, you know what I mean, attempted murder. Lord, huh? Y'all, come on. Some of y'all wait until it's too late. Some of y'all wait until, it ain't even no more time to wait. That's it. You've been warned. That was his warning. And he took heed to it. He said, wait a minute. Let me slow down. Let me really go all the way. Let me stop having 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Hokey pokey. You hopscotch. Let me really go all the way with this thing so I can change my life and I can change the surroundings around me, baby. That's a real king. And that's why you see him standing here looking like he looking, baby. Royalty, greatness. Woo!
So good.
Yes. So I know you are an entrepreneur, a studio owner, and you also have a new book out. Wait a minute, called The Power of Love. Yeah. Do you happen to have a copy of it with you?
You know what? Yeah, I do a bit of coffee. You know what? They sold out. All the coffee's dead. So
listen, baby.
I owe you one.
Oh, Love King. That's what I want to hear. It ain't. Nah, I forgot it at the crib. It's sold out, baby. Okay, you gotta catch me. You gotta catch me quicker next time. That's the energy. Sold out. Congratulations on being sold out, King.
Yeah,
and give us some information about what that book is about, what it stands for, and what it means to you.
Yeah, man. So the new book is called The Power of Love. And yeah, that was just because growing up, especially in the street culture, love is always seen as man and woman and kind of like romanticized, and love's deeper than that. So I always think, well, how can we only look at love from that angle? We don't look at it from like a different energy, a different frequency, and it can be used in everything. So I was always baffled, like, why is it only romanticized? Like love hearts and all that. I'm like, this is crazy. We're not understanding the power and the energy of love, the frequency of it. We didn't understand it. And that's where my focus was. I always understood love in a different angle. Like, no, if we tap into this can change our life. This can change the way we communicate with each other, the way we communicate with our women, our children, our mums, our dads, our parents, and the society in general. And that's where the book, so I kind of like just give my opinions on love from a street perspective. And I give examples of instances where love's used in a different way. For example, in the book, there's one where a man will leave his house and his wife, he might say to his wife, oh, I love you, and go to work. But then in the book, I say to that same guy, do you really, when you said you love her, did you just say it because it sounded good? Do you really love, is the love real, or is it just because it's convenient at the time? And he had to look and check himself and say, you know what, that was convenience. I didn't really that wasn't with no energy. There was no energy with that love. That was I love you, see you later. And we've kind of done that over the years. We do that.
We've gotten routine with that.
We've got routine with it. It's not like, you're not look at someone saying, you know what, I love you, you know. Like, I hope you have a great day, and genuinely mean like, raw.
And being intentional.
Like, I hope you have a good day. I hope your day is amazing.
Yes.
I'm saying to you, like, raw. And we don't do that. We just like, I love you, see you later. And it's kind of that thing I kind of want to give people a more in depth. So when they, on their day-to-day journeys, they kind of tap more into a different frequency with it. And it can help them make money, just do loads of stuff. And that's where the angle of the book's coming from. Yeah, I'm saying. And then I think a lot of people were surprised because it came from me. I'm not, that JaJa talking about love, that he's not supposed to be talking about love. Street guys don't talk about love.
So they think.
That's
right.
what I'm saying to you. So that's where you don't, we tapped in, we know, we do know about this stuff. I'm saying to you, it's just, we haven't been given a chance or a platform to speak on these things. You always want to know the negative of us.
Yes.
You don't want to speak to us on a deeper level. That's the problem. I'm saying to you. So if you know someone's got a gang pass or they're shooting, you're going to only speak about that. So you're not going to give them a chance to speak about other things.
Right, the lighter side of them.
Like, bro, what's your relationship like with your grandma, or what's your relationship like with your mum, or like, you know, like, how do you deal with your women? How we don't tap into these kind of subjects.
Not even given the chance.
You don't get a chance to. So that's why the book was there for. That's why I done it, so people can tap into it, and young guys on the road that are on the road can say, wow, what JaJa wrote this, and they feel a bit, okay, this is all right. Like, we can talk about this. We can tap into it. Yeah, you can. You can tap into it, talk. And I'm saying to you, talk about the love of your mom, your parents, your brothers, your friends. Understand it from a frequency point of view, not from this roses and chocolates and all that, from a deeper level within.
Yes.
I'm saying to you, and that's the power of love.
Wow. I had to get silent, y'all. Because what? Woo! Listen, wait a minute. This man is so poetic, baby. Do you hear what I'm saying, y'all? We need more kings moving in this frequency. We just do. It's so many of our brothers out here that are hurt, that are abusing women, belittling women, not treating women the right way because they have never been shown love and they've never been shown how to show love.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it is so important what this king is saying. I hope y'all have y'all pen, y'all pencil out and are taking notes. Men, it's time for you to be responsible for you. Seriously, mama can't always do it. Grandma can't. Girlfriend, wife, she can't always do it. This king said, you know what? I'm taking control of my own life and how I want to be represented. Yes, people always want to just put the street connotation on me, but I'm more than just that. Don't box me in. This king is not being boxed in. Men, it is okay to tap into your emotional side. If you're not tapping into it, something's going on with you. You a robot. I know the metaverse and everything is happening, but baby, we want to be actually real with real emotions and feelings. We are human out here.
Exactly.
Okay? Woo! King! Oh my goodness. This is just such a blessing, such a privilege. Seriously, to be here with a legend.
They have to.
Talking your talk, the way that you talking it, it's admirable. I'm proud of you, King. I ain't gotta know you from years ago. This is how I give it up. This is how I show love. You feel me?
100%.
Woo! So, oh my goodness, thank you for that. Thank you for that. So I want to get into your classics because you've dropped so many of them. Okay. So I'm going to name some albums, and then after I get done naming them, I want you to tell me your favorites and why, okay? Illegal Download, 2005, baby.
Wow.
I Love Music. That was another one from 2005. Street Boy, 2008, baby. Okay, The Last Message, 2012. Power, 2014. Frequency, 2016. And Articulated Abundance, 865-6500. And I wanted to know what those numbers meant.
You clicked into that. Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. So basically, there's an aim. What I'm aiming towards a goal, and that those numbers represent that goal.
Woo!
I'm saying to you. So at certain times, so that's saying to you. So that's why it's called articulated abundance. So that's what I'm saying. So I've done it in a way through that way. So people even click. A lot of people. I see in the comments some people asking, but that's what it's for. So there's a goal in my head, and I've been aiming towards that goal. and those numbers and that articulatedness.
Yes.
That's where I'm going. So when the time's right, I'll say to people, remember when I said that? That's what it was in regards to.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how I always do my stuff like that. And then and then for favorite, one of my favorites that a lot of people might even know was Power. Power was like poetry. It was poetry. It's like, so it's a lot of it's mostly poetry. So poetry, spoken word.
Yes.
Album, and that one was a time when I transitioned. I transitioned into more reading, more finding out who I am as a person, and it's like a growth spurt I had, and that was the time I done Power. It was just looking into like our history, and just the history of where we've come as a people. Yeah, so that's where that's why power is so important for me, like the power within us.
Yes.
I'm saying to you, the power within us and how important we are, and how important we as a people. We influence nations,
everything, the whole world.
That was my thing with the power of who we are. And just as a human being, I think sometimes we forget how powerful you are. Just as a human being, I think we always associate being powerful with money and with things.
Yes, with materialism.
And I think I was trying to tell people the power is within us.
Within, baby.
It's nothing to do with those things.
Nothing to do with it.
Those things are added extras. So if you have that, it's a bonus. But the power is within us. If you understand what you're able to do and what you're able to tap into, changes the whole game.
Yes.
And that's what, so that's for me, that was one of my favorites. That kind of, because I know what was behind it, why I done it. So that was one of my favorites.
Wow.
Yeah.
All of the titles spoke to me. I said, you know what? This king is really intentional with everything that he's doing. Articulated abundance for you to have those numbers there. Like you said, it's a goal that you're reaching, but you've literally released it and put it out into the world as a manifestation for everybody. Y'all, that's so important. It's so important to do everything with intention. Don't just do things to do them. No, do them with intention.
Exactly.
For real. Like he said, the extra is just an accessory. But show up as you and your God-given power. It's in your DNA. Okay, tap in for real, y'all. Stop playing. Stop playing with yourself. Stop sleeping on yourself, baby. Stop thinking you gotta look at somebody on the TV to feel beautiful, or you gotta look at XYZ to feel like you more successful. No, baby, you need to look in the mirror. You need to look in the mirror. That's what this king did. Woo. So I wanna go into Deep Thoughts from 2014, which was a spoken word album, okay? And then I wanna go into some of the lyrics that really hit me. We allow our dads to leave home and our sons to walk with chromes. Baby mamas causing drama. I guess we're destroying homes. They're like, JaJa, you can't save the world. I'm like, brother, I'm not trying to. I'm just bringing this to your attention, telling you someone is lying to you. They're like, why you so angry? I'm like, do you know how it feels to grow up and no one is kind to you? Sitting alone in that jail cell for years, your best friend dies, and you ain't got no one to cry to.
Yeah, what?
Wait a minute. Do you know how it feels when nobody is kind to you?
Yeah.
Like he said, here over in the UK, baby, I'm originally from St. Louis, raised in Atlanta, so I claim St. Lana. You feel me? So shout out to my folks back in the A. But like you said, it's the projects over there in the States. Even in St. Louis, we got the projects, or we may abbreviate and call it the PJs. Over here, it's the estates. Growing up in those conditions, I'm sure nobody was kind.
Yeah, I'm saying to you. So yes, that's a thing, and then it kind of affects. It's like a trauma, and a lot of us are growing up with different traumas. A lot of us around the world in this project, slums, estates, we're all growing up with
villages,
similar
huts.
things. Yeah, it's the same thing, because there's certain things we're not being taught, and we're not being told, and we're not being treated a certain way. So we have these certain things. Yeah, so we just everyone. When I remember growing up, everyone was like, it's raw. You got to be strong. It's strength, and everyone's like kind of being a soldier and warrior.
Yeah, like don't cry. Can't see you sweat.
Yeah, you can't, like, you want to cry, and like you don't cry. Like you can't cry. You're just weak, and you're like, and so that's mixed emotions you're getting from people. Like can't cry, so you're holding stuff in, and that can have an effect on you long term.
Yeah,
I'm saying to you. So that's where that kind of lyrics is coming. Do you understand that? Bro, why are you so angry? Do you know what's built up inside of me? All of that, don't cry, don't do this, don't do that. You have to fight. That's years of built up inside of me. That's why I'm angry. And saying to you, that's what, no one has been kind to me. No one has been kind enough to say, you know what? Cry.
Right.
You know
or
what?
are you okay?
Are you okay? here's a hug. I'm saying to you, have you eaten today? I'm saying to you, like, you like come around, like chill, like you're okay. It's okay, like just let whatever's on your mind, let it go.
Let it go.
You know what I'm saying to you? So when I was saying kind, I meant like that kind of kind. Like no one's being kind to us.
Yes.
I'm saying to you, we're just out there raw. It's more everyone's dismissive. Oh, that's how life is. You just have to get on with it. It is what it is. Your friend died, don't worry, man.
It's okay.
People
Right.
die every day, B. Like, wow. Yes, that's how it is. And you just get on with it. You're like, okay, cool.
Yes.
So that's it is. Rest in peace for like a week. Then it's like, come, let's get
And
on
then
with
it's on
it.
to the next thing.
I'm saying to you.
Yes. Growing up in such a desensitized world, y'all. Okay, I want y'all to know it's not easy being melanated. Understand, baby. Understand when you're the original people. Listen, okay, that's another conversation. But I'm just saying, it's not easy being melanated and then being a melanated king at that. Like he said, it wasn't cool to cry. It wasn't okay to show emotions. But those things were unhealthy. And the people that passed it down to him were only doing what they thought was right, y'all. So I want y'all to know it stops here. It already stopped with him. So he's able to pass it on to other generations so they know it's okay, young man, if you need a hug. It's okay for you to cry. Okay? And I just want to give you a hug, King.
Real talk.
Yes, y'all, because yes. I want to give him a hug for back then when he wasn't able to receive a hug.
For real.
And that's for every other young king that needs a hug. I want y'all to feel uplifted, empowered, and moved by this, y'all. Woo!
Real
Woo!
talk.
So listen, King, we getting ready. We come into the last few questions. I would like to know, is there any advice that you could give any young kings or queens that's maybe going through some things, moving through some things, could be looking at the streets as their way out? What would you tell them to steer them in the right direction?
I think a lot of things I always tell to a lot of people, the streets kind of cold and what you're thinking is real is not real. A lot of us we've been misled.
Yes, it's a facade, y'all.
It's a facade. We didn't understand. A lot of people just didn't understand. And a lot of the street concept came from people they just used what they had around them. So some people at time, like back in the days, it could be in the early 80s or 70s, a lot of them had drugs was there. That's the only thing they had. So they became drug dealers. It doesn't mean you have to be a drug dealer. It just was at that time, that's all they had
Access to.
So that's all it was. And then there might be another time when someone there's a lot of guns going around, but that's all they had access to at that time. And the young kids now, you're in a world where you have access to loads of different things.
Everything.
Everything's accessible. They have to jobs, to entrepreneurship, to like funding, to Bitcoin, crypto, NFTs. Like,
Yes.
Oh my, like you got access to so much stuff. There's so much like people got their own clothing brands, trainer brands. There's so much stuff going on. You could be a personal trainer like this.
Right.
Like now you have access, so you can be who you want to be. Like, and I tell everyone to tap into. We don't be unique. Everyone. We all have our own unique abilities, and I think a lot of people have to start tapping into who they are.
Yes.
And stop following what the world's doing. Just be yourself. And if you follow your true purpose, everything else will fall in place. And that's what we don't understand. We're chasing things that don't apply to us.
Woo! Y'all know now. Come on.
I'm saying to you. So we have to start tapping into and finding what applies to you. I'm saying to you, you might be a unique painter. Tap into that.
Tap
You'll
into
see your
it.
whole life change. And that's what it is. You're a painter, but you're under estates or the projects trying to be a gangbanger. That's not your purpose.
It's not.
That's not your
It's
purpose.
not in alignment.
It's not in alignment. So that's why you're out of sync. You're out of balance. That's why things are going wrong for you. So you're doing something you're not supposed to be doing.
Yes.
And we need to tap back into what we're supposed to be doing. And then what that'll do, it'll realign you, brings the people that are supposed to be in your life into your life. I'm saying to you. And that's what we need to understand. So if you're a young person, I would say male or female, look into yourself.
Yes.
Look in, stop looking outwards, look in. I'm saying to you, you'll find a different beauty, different whole vibe, different everything, uniqueness, because we're all unique. And you'll win from there.
Yes, we are all unique in our own ways, baby. Understand that. Understand the beauty, the true beauty of who you are. Like he said, tap in. Tap into purpose. A lot of y'all are doing purposeless things and you are wondering why you cannot get to that next level. Tap in, baby. Center yourself. It's okay. Turn off the TV. Cut off the social media for a second. Ground yourself. Tap into nature, y'all. Come on now.
Trust me.
We need to be having conversations with the plants. We are one and the same, baby. The chlorophyll, it's a real thing. Now, me and this king really gonna talk after this, okay? For real, y'all, because it's a lot of alignment there.
Yeah.
Woo!
Trust me.
Woo, King. Blessings. Oh, my goodness. So what drives you, what continues to drive you in today's society to continue to make those positive contributions?
I think it's just analyzing my surroundings, and analyzing my people, and just different, just human beings, just analyzing just life. And it's, you know what it is, I always think, you know what, I want to make a contribution, and I want to help. I think when you understand that and you want to help and you want people to experience a dope life.
Yes.
I'm saying to you, so if I can help towards that, then that's what it is, and that's what drives me, like, to make some changes. There's things out here, I think, you know what, instead of moaning about it or complaining, you know what, I can make a change, so I'm just going to make the change that I can do.
Yes.
Saying to you, and then if I can create a dope platform, and then more young people can come through that platform, and then they can also add and contribute and change as well. And then we have a cycle of progress. I'm saying to you, and that's what it is. So if I can set the ball rolling, sometimes obviously you can't change the world like in our lifetime, but we can contribute to it. We can spark. You can spark it.
We can only do our part.
I'm saying to you, I can run to this far, that I can pass the baton on.
Woo!
I'm saying to you, so that's what it is, and that's what I'm about, and that's what kind of that influences me every day.
Woo! I'm about to say, King, you might want to take them headphones off because I'm extra. Y'all, woo! Listen, like he said, he's already done his part. Okay, he's continuing to pass the baton on to the younger generation, to the kings and queens that's looking up to him. Too many times, a lot of people change and then they hold the change within themselves. They be selfish about the change. We ain't doing that. This ain't the energy here, baby. Okay, so I just want to salute you, King, again. I want to thank you. I want to thank your mom, your grandma, for all the ancestors, everybody that prayed for you and made sure you were able to do what you needed to do for you to be standing here with us today.
Exactly.
Huh? Woo! So listen, King, I want you to let the people know where they can follow you at. I want you to drop your books where they can get the book when it comes back into stock. I know it's out of stock right now, baby. I know it's sold out energy. You feel me? Let the people know anything you have coming up and where they can find you at, King.
So they can find me at www.JaJaSoze.com. All my stuff's there, music links, book links. So they still have the books online. The books are in W.H. Smith's, Waterstones, Amazon. What's it called again? Something Noble. It's in that one.
Is it Barnes and Noble?
Barnes and Noble.
Okay, all right.
Barnes and Noble. It's in everywhere. I'm saying to you, so it's all over the place. They can go and get their copy sent to them. It's on Apple Books, all the main books. I had some physical ones, but they all sold out. Like,
okay.
And then Instagram at JaJa PDC, and then in my bio, all the links are there. So
yes, y'all. Woo! Listen, I need y'all to make sure y'all support this king. Like I said, baby, when you support your peers, you are then supporting yourself. Yeah. We are all reflections of one another. How many times do I have to say that? I guess I got to say it 3,000 times, and I will continue to. Woo! This king is doing so many great things, from the books to inspiring the community to musically to having the studio. You know what I mean? To the distribution, king. Yeah, come on. Big things now. Nothing little, you know what? Huh? So I want y'all to know, I want y'all to make sure y'all follow this king. It has been a pleasure. It has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, King. I appreciate you. We're going to step into the kitchen to get into the next part. But right now, I want y'all to stay tuned for our news correspondent, J Gang. Get into it. Nesha Nycee said twice the queen. Signing out. Morning Flavor, baby.
Yo, it's the boy Gang, the news correspondent. So listen, people. I just got up. I sleep with my shades on. Yeah, we got the sound bank. This morning, we're going to talk about Boris Johnson. What do you lot think about Boris Johnson? The man was having parties while everyone was on lockdown. Now there's a picture that surfaced. Him at a lockdown party with the beer in his hands. Do you have faith in Boris Johnson? Because to be honest with you, buddy, I ain't really got faith in the geezer. The geezer's all over the place. I know I don't really get a haircut and that, but the man don't get a haircut, The man's suits are scruffy. The man's giving us all sorts of instructions. Do this, don't do that. Maybe you can do that. When the man is saying lockdown and he's at parties. The House of Parliament. They found residue of narcotics all over the handles. Tell me what you people think, because it can't. I can't make this stuff up because this stuff was on the news. This stuff is all over the internet. So if you ain't seen it yet, you're definitely going to see it. The House of Parliament, narcotics all over the handles. Now let me pass it over to Nesha Nycee. Gang.
Getting into it, Nesha Nycee said twice the queen, baby. Back with the morning flavor. Y'all know I got the king with me, JaJa Soze. But I had to bring him into the kitchen, baby, because we about to get into these treats. You feel me? We about to, you know what I mean? Huh? But before we taste some of these treats, King, and whichever you want to taste, you know what I mean? Whichever one you fancy. You know what I mean? I've been out here a little minute because now I'm sounding like y'all, whichever one you fancy. You feel me? But before we get into that, let's get into a this or that. You feel me? You can just answer quickly whichever one comes to your mind, okay? Bagels or biscuits?
Biscuits.
Jelly or cream cheese?
Jelly.
Kind of seemed like you was a little, you know what I mean, in between about that one. You feel me? I kind of caught it, King. Audiobooks or hardback?
Hardback.
Nothing like that hardback. Morning or night?
Morning.
That was another one he had to think about just a little bit. Milkshake or smoothie?
Milkshake.
Okay. Silver or gold?
Gold.
Crypto or cash?
Cash.
All right. That's it. I like to throw some morning ones in there. Then I like to just kind of throw some random ones in there as well. But let's get into these snacks, huh? Let's get into these snacks, King.
What?
What's standing out to you? You know what I mean? I had to bring some snacks from the A to the UK. You know what I mean? Let me know. What you feeling?
What is this? I haven't seen this before.
Everybody be going to the chips first.
You know what is rap snack? I heard him talk about it. But
Yes. Salute Rap Snacks, obviously black-owned brand. We gotta salute the power that's going on with that.
Barbecue,
you feel me?
Honey,
the culture.
Yeah, this is good.
So
you saying we're supposed to try them?
Yeah, what you want to try?
But you can open them, yeah?
Yeah, open it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
Yeah, this one, try this one.
So he starts his morning off with chips, y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Let me see what's going on here.
We really supposed to eat it at the same time.
Oh.
But it was okay. You was excited.
These are alright. Barbecue with honey.
With a dab of ranch.
Dab of ranch. What's ranch?
It's like dressing, like ranch dressing.
Okay. That tastes
It
right.
like goes on salads. The ranch does.
Yeah, I can mess with these.
You like that?
Yeah. Alright. I think one off though. I wouldn't eat that all the time though, but I wouldn't eat them every day or nothing. It's got strange taste.
There's a lot of flavors going on. That's the thing about the States. They'll put diabetes in the bag.
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, that's the only kind that once in a while they can't.
Can't do that. Your blood pressure be up.
That's some heart attack stuff.
That's a heart attack. That is a heart attack, King. So scale of 1 to 10, how did you like that?
6.
6. All right. That's a strong 6. All right. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining us on the Morning Flavor Show. You feel me? You just never know where we may go. You know what I mean? Shout out to the king, JaJa Soze. Y'all stay tuned, baby. Get into it. Nesha Nycee said twice, the queen.